Tonight we get right to the big story.
In a dramatic move, the House defeated a $700 billion bailout plan for the nation's financial system. Stocks plunged. The Dow fell more than 750 points. That's the biggest one-day loss ever, leaving everybody wondering what is next. We begin our live team coverage with Grant Rampey, who's standing by for us right now on Capitol Hill. Grant?
Well, no one up here really liked the bailout bill. One lawmaker called it a cow patty with a marshmallow on it. Another said...
Hey, that's a colorful term. A cow patty with a marshmallow on it. That's a good way of putting that bill.
It may not be popular, but it's necessary. Either way, after today's stunning defeat, it's back to square one.
5, the nays are...
After frantic weekend bargaining,
The motion is not adopted.
10 votes short, the deal goes down in flames, taking the Dow with it.
Right here is the reason I believe why this vote failed.
Republicans quickly...
It failed because it's a stupid plan.
pointed fingers at top House Democrat Nancy Pelosi. They say she poisoned the water by taking a last-minute swipe at administration policies.
Anything goes, no supervision, no discipline.
Her side.
You know what? She's absolutely right. That's the way they've been spent. Ever since George Bush got into the office, that's the way he's been running it. Anything goes. What the hell? As long as my family makes the buck.
Turned around and threw barbs right back at the GOP.
We don't believe they have the votes, and I think they are covering up the embarrassment of not having the votes. But think about this. Somebody hurt my feelings, so I will punish the country.
See this? Fat cat has money coming out the ass.
I mean, that's hardly plausible.
We need everybody to calm down and relax and get back to work.
And the job is picking the American taxpayer's pocket.
White House, disappointment.
We put forth a
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll translate for this guy.
plan that was big because we got a big problem.
He said, I want to butt fuck the American people. Let me repeat that again. Here we go. I want to butt fuck the American people, especially the taxpayer. Before I leave the office, I'm going to butt fuck everyone.
We have significant tools in our toolkit, but they're not sufficient. And so we're going to continue to work with what we have.
See this guy? He's a joke. I have no idea what his purpose is other than try to look fucking intelligent. He has... how do you face a motherfucker... Somewhere, someone is lending us $700 billion. I don't know how that works. Okay? Because I can't think who would lend us $700 billion. And this guy's supposed to be asking this bank or whatever for $700 billion. I don't know how that works. But this guy, I don't know what he has to do with it. You know why? Because it ain't his money. He's just trying to get this shit put. We need the $700 billion, and he can't tell us why.
Until we get from Congress what we need.
Some Republicans.
You know what I mean? Until we get from Congress what we need. All they want is the money, but they can't explain what the hell they need. $700 billion. You know what? Let me explain something. With $700 billion, I could buy any country on the fucking planet I want. I could build a colony on the goddamn moon. Okay? Jesus. It's cheaper to get a spaceship to fucking Mars.
And say they remain philosophically opposed to any bailout plan, especially one that leaves taxpayers on the hook to the extent that this one does, even with the guarantees of congressional oversight and limits on CEO pay packages.
It don't just leave the taxpayer on the hook. It leaves them hanging upside down with their throat cuts bleeding into a bucket. That's what it does to the taxpayer. You know what? That money should go to help the taxpayers. Okay? And I mean bail out all the taxpayers financially. Everyone owes money here, there. You know what? We all could use some bailing out ourselves. Hell, who doesn't? Which one of you taxpayers doesn't want to pay off his loans? Doesn't want to have... What the hell why should Wall Street get its loans paid off? Fuck them. You know what? You better get out there, Wall Street executives. Grab yourself some plastic bags, start collecting cans to make ends meet.
While the world waits for a deal, Wall Street's bleeding cash.
The failure to put the tourniquet on that wound, which what this bill basically was, means that the patient is in dire straits and going to get a lot sicker and potentially have to have something amputated or even worse.
You know what that means? There's blood in the water. And the little sharks are coming around to take chunks out of the big one. Okay, until they finish it off. And then they go against each other until one shark emerges on top. That's what that means.
Well, time factors to consider here. Lawmakers want to get a deal done by Thursday so they can race home and start campaigning for re-election. But more important, they know every day this drags on.
Okay, you hear that? All they're worried about is getting home to do the goddamn elections. You know what? What is the hurry? Okay, guess what? Wall Street is going to have to hold on. There's got to be a better plan than fucking $700 billion. You know how many times I could fly to Mars and back with $700 billion? You know how many, oh my God, I would solve the starving problems of the entire world with $700 billion. Just to solve a bunch of rich fat cats, because that's what it is. They'll stand there, they'll go, oh no, it's not that. Yes it is. It's about the fat rich cat that fucked up all the money and now he wants more. Okay? He wants our piece now. You know what? Take the money. That money should be put to help the American taxpayer. And that's all there is to it.
Investors face the possibility of enduring yet another market meltdown like today's. Live on Capitol Hill, Grant Rampey, back to you.